Hey, good morning. It's Rick from Wolf Creek Anglers. It's July 30th, so I thought I'd give you a fishing report and update for the fly fishing in this area. So things have not gotten much better since I talked to you guys on the 20th. River's still low, the upper Rio, that is, along with its tributaries, really low, and water's warm. And I'm trying to be honest with people about what's going on out there. I pride myself as a shop owner and a guide, as I have in other careers that I've had, about being honest and truthful about what's going on. So here is that perspective. Fishing on the upper Rio is not very good. Those fish are in survival mode. We got low water, we got warm water. If I can explain how this works. So we got a low volume of water, which is affected by our overnight temperatures. We get pretty cool, and that cools the water down. That low volume of water stays cool until the sun hits it. And for about an hour in the morning, the fishing could be fair because it heats up. That low volume of water is going to heat up pretty quickly. So I pretty much have stopped all float trips. We haven't done a float trip on the Upper Rio since the 8th of July. And the other day I made the decision to even not do any walk wade trips on the Upper Rio. Just because the fishing experience for our guests and our clients wouldn't be very good. And I don't want to put them through that. So what we've been focusing on mostly is stillwater guiding. Stillwater being Beaver Creek Reservoir and Big Meadows Reservoir, which we have permits to guide. We do a lot of those trips during this period of time. We're the only guide service that does stillwater trips, and it's your best chance either going with us or by yourself if you come in and need some advice. That's where you're going to catch fish. And it's a much better experience for not only the client but the guide also, and anybody who's fishing on their own. The creeks are pretty low. If you're adventurous, you still could find some creeks that hold some fish that people aren't getting to. It's dry fly fishing only. That's all you got to do. Don't bother dry dropper fishing it. The South Fork of the Upper Rio is also very low and fishing more like a creek. So those holding spots for fish are getting fewer and fewer as that water drops down. So can do it. When we talk about when, I want to be sometime mid-morning and sometime in the evening or late afternoon, evening. But you can throw dry flies. You can go dry dropper in the deeper slots to get some fish when they're not eating off the top. But that's sort of the honest report about what's going on in our area right now. I wish I had something better to tell you. As I looked into the forecast for monsoon rains, they're still calling for August being a pretty good chance of getting monsoon rains. And by the way, we need a lot of it to get our fishing to improve. But I'm going to hold on to that optimistically that we're going to get something in August. One of the things I've been telling people is that, in my opinion, our river fishes in three phases really well. It fishes great pre-runoff, which is sometime in April to the middle of May, and then we get runoff. And these are in normal years with normal snowpack. And then, the first week of June, the end of the first week of June, beginning of the second week of June until second week in July can fish really well. Lots of bugs, lots of happy fish, good water, and that fishes real well into the end of July and August, which are always kind of the dog days where there's not much bug activity going on. The water gets a little bit warmer, gets a little bit lower during that period of time. So the next period of time that we look for in a season is after Labor Day, when the first cold snap comes in. When we get those air temperatures overnight in the high 20s, low 30s, fall is on its way, and then we can get out there during the middle of the day till the end of October when my permit runs out and I head back down to Florida. It can fish really well. The browns go on a pre-spawn aggression, and we can, both the walk wading and the floating, the guiding is pretty darn good during that period of time, up until I leave in October. But I'm sure if the weather was cooperative, you could probably fish it all the way into November until the freeze starts happening. The water starts freezing. So anyway, that's kind of how our schedule goes for a season. It's something you want to pay attention to. But if you have any questions, give me a call. I'll give you the real time, honest update about how things are going. Don't underestimate the fun and the challenge of still water fishing with a fly rod. I think it's awesome, and it certainly can get you into fish during this period of time when the moving water isn't fishing too well. So that's my update for the 30th of July. Hope to see you stop by. Also want to promo the upcoming Cuba trip in the beginning of November. Best saltwater fishing, fly fishing experience you'll ever have. We dropped that price down to $37.90 all inclusive for 6 days guided fly fishing out of Kayak Cruise. That $37.90 also includes your $300 fishing license. So if you're interested in that as a saltwater angler, give me a call. We'll talk about it, and hopefully I can get some people signed up. I got some limited seats left. Anyway, until I talk to you next time, let's get after it.